Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to make your agents follow the particles. This is a very interesting and easy feature. Let's open our example file, the sample 85. And you can see that this is a very simple sample, and this is a simple origin agent with the several bones, the root and the two wings. And there are two actions, the flap and the glide. Just the same as the previous theory and talked about the birds, the example, the lean and transform, something like that. And also there's no any of logic nodes inside of the scene. Let's create it from scratch. But before that, we needed to create some particles and to place our to create our placement node. Let's create some particle in the dynamic tab in the particle tool. Let's click that, around it. And when you satisfy the result, please just click enter to make the confirmation, and click Control A for display the attribute of the particle. Let's just change the render attribute from the points to the number so that we can watch this more easier. And then click Control A, hide the attribute editor. Let's create a place node from this particle. You can see that we have this tool, the create a place node from the particle 3D, and you can see that there's an option here which we can link and do not link for this particle. And for this case, we click the link because we want our agent to follow the particle. And when we select the place and open the connection editor, this is the hypergraph. So you can see that the particle connected with the place node. Of course, you can make this manually. For example, let's first break this, hit delete, and select this place node and the particle, Control click, and click this attach. Click the attach particle, so that at this time you can see that the relationship has been established again. The particle is connected to the place node. And then let's place our agents. You can see that the agents will be placed from the particle positions. And let's create our logic because there's nothing happening and no logic here. Let's first create the default one and make this default and make this default action flap, and create our action node, the action logic, and tell the engines to make our agent play back the action on the flap, because we need at least one the sentence, the flag. The default is not a language, so we need to at least one language of this. So when we place our agent and play back our simulation, you can see that your agent is start flapping. And then let's add some movement for the particle. Let's select the particle, and then add the field, the turbulence, and make this about 20 and attenuation 0, and make some of the movement on this particles. And then let's add another field, Newton, it's 10 and attenuation 0. Let's place our agents, and you can see that the particle is moving but the agent is not follow it, so we need to create a logic node to follow it. And the setup is very simple. You just need to fill the content with the follow particle sentence, follow target particle translate as speed. The speed can be only from 0 to 1. The 0 is not follow, the 1 is full follow, and the value between them will be a smooth value and follow that with the sum of the delay. At first, let's just fill the 0.5 so that it can follow the particle in 2 frames. So let's make the simulation. You can see that our agency is following the particles But at this time, you can see that there's not interesting because the agent is always faced to the z-axis. So we need to make our agent follow the movement orientation of the particle. So let's do that. Let's click this again and enable another field and follow particle. The moving orient at speed, for example, still 0.5. It will try to rotate the angle and try to follow the moving vector of the particle. So you can see that at this time the agent will try to follow the particle as the moving vector. So you can control your particle and make your agents follow it and achieve any result you want. You can add any of this the field or the tools or expressions and the mail script to control the particle and make your agents follow it. This is very simple and easy. And of course we can make our agents follow an emitter of the particle. Let's do that. Let's deplace our agents and select the particle and hit delete and select the place, hit delete that again. And let's create the particle from emitter, to create emitter just like this. And let's change the to the 1. And let's emit some particles. It's very hard to see, and let's just change that to the number and change the read to 5. The 24, this is maybe the 24 particles per second, so that is cool. And let's just change 12 and to make that speed about 2. That is cool. And then let's create in place node. Please create a place node and make the number about 100. But we make the distance very small. The distance like this. Okay, just in the same place. When you place your agents, you can see that 100 of the agents will be in the origin. So this is a very good for simulate something like the emit the particle. So as deplace and select the place node, and then select the particle and connect it with it. Just as the same step as the previous that we described, the attach particle, so that at this time you can see that in the hypergraph this place node has been connected against with the particle. So let's reset and run the simulation. So you can see that we still have this the agent follow the particle enabled, so that at this time our agent will follow the particle when it's generated. For the particle not generated, it will not follow that. So let's play back our simulation. You can see that it will try to simulate something like the emitter. Just to make the let's just tweak the attribute read 10 and the speed about 10. Let's do that again. Let's run the simulation. You can see that it's kind of things simulates the emitter. And of course you can apply the force onto this like an air. So all of the particle will be blow up because the air is the below all of them to the sky. This is about 10, and the attenuation should be 0, and make this bigger force about 10. Let's run the simulation again. You can see that your agents follow up and the point to the sky. And when the agent is the run out of the agents, you can see that the particle will be in the continue emitted, but there's no agent anymore. So this is to simulate the agent like an emitter. Okay, this is an introduction for how to make your agents follow the particle and interactive with the particle. They also and work with the emitters. Thank you for watching. See you next time.